Hello and welcome to the tripod course. This is going to be helping you find your footing, pun intended, in the video marketing world. Now, we're going to be talking about low-end versus high-end tripods, so hopefully you get the best out of this and knowing what to buy. In this bustling world of real estate, the phrase is, a picture is worth 1,000 words. This rings louder even in today's generation. However, it is about video. In today's digital age, video is king. There is not a lot of pictures unless you're doing pictures of your listings, but if we want to elevate your property listings, tripods are the unsung heroes of video stability. So today we're going to be going over a cheap little tripod you can get off of Amazon. You can go with a little bit heavier duty one that I got off of Amazon. I'm going to be showing you the different ones of my pro one that I have that I've gotten off of Amazon as well. So I'll include all those links there as well. I wish I was getting paid for that, but I'm not. All right, I'm just going to give you my secret sauce behind how we create engaging real estate videos for our marketing content. But which tripod should you invest in is the question. Is cheaper better? Is more professional better? How can I figure out which one I need? Low end, high end, which tripod is best for me? Now, I literally suggest there's thousands of tripods out there. Go and read reviews, that's good. But the ones that I'm going to give you are best for your ideal situation if you're a real estate agent. No other thing else. Like if you're a real estate agent, you're on the go, you're on the move, you need a certain type of tripod. Not all are the same, I guarantee you that. So let's go ahead and start with the low-end tripods. Now, low-end tripods, they come in looking like this. Now, often the introductory to the world of video stability, this is a very $20 affordable, budget-friendly conscious tripod. It's small, you can fit it in your backpack. All you need is this little phone attachment that has the little threads at the bottom, so that way you can lose them. These are the underdog regarding the price. It's super cheap and affordable. Still, the most bang for its buck, this is what I keep in my backpack, or you put it in your wife's purse or your purse, is literally crafted lightweight materials. They're designed for portability. So what you do is you unscrew it. Has a little unscrew at the bottom. This is your base. It can provide a steady, and you just spin it on there just like that, and it also has a little rise and fall. So what you do is make sure to get your camera phone ready to go. Now, like I said, this is the cost-effective solution for real estate agents. So here's what it looks like. Bada bam, bada boom. It sits on the table. Here it is. It sits on here. You put your phone in there. It adjusts. Sits on a table. And then what you do is you just sit in front of it. This is your on-person view. As you can tell, you're slightly at my eye level. So this is my professional tripod, but if I was at a listing and all I had to take was this little bad boy, this is what I would take. Now, if you're just dipping your toes into real estate, this is the one that I strongly suggest because of how compact it is. This ranges from $20 and it goes up to, like, there's another one that has $40 that has a little extender, it goes higher. This is the one that I use the most. It's 20 bucks off of Amazon. I'll include the link in the description. The limitations is it doesn't angle up, so it doesn't angle like this part, any type of direction it will break. The only movement that you have is to the left and to the right. So that lets make this, it's very cheap plastic. I have broken one of these before. The shortcomings of this tripod, that's what makes it a low end, is the fact that it lacks the heftiness. So you can't like adjust it very easily. It's like a nuisance to break back down. This is me. This is me trying to break it down in real time. It is made of plastic. They might falter, like windy conditions, it will fall. Supporting heavier cameras, this is not ideal for that. So if you're using something that's a little bit more heavier and bulkier, I would not suggest purchasing this. This is if you're just on the go. Furthermore, you're just using it as like your listings and you're viewing it on location. This is an ideal for a phone setup. If you use a big setup like this can result into a hefty fall over accident. All right, if you're using video tours, look for a stabilizer with a tripod attached to it. So a stabilizer with a tripod if you're wanting to do home tours. Let's move into medium end and high end tripods. Now, sticking with the medium range tripods, this little base can go on this. And now, as you notice, I'm gonna place it on the table and it's gonna stand a lot taller. But the best part is I can put it on the floor. This Shure Insta360 tripod attaches the tripod base down at the bottom. It stands literally kneecap level but it extends and it is a powerhouse because once you extend it all the way out, now this is really meant to be used with your Insta360, but once you extend it all the way out, I don't know why you would need this high for if you're using a cell phone, but as far as like, it gets pretty high up there, as you can tell. This base allows you to carry it, so if you're using your Insta360 camera, you can actually use it to catch up high drone shot footage without a drone. That's why I love this type of tripod. I would not suggest putting your heavy camera on it, more of your iPhone or your Android phone devices or your Insta360, which we went over in the camera section. That's for the medium size build, these two things put together. And still in the medium range. This is kind of getting into the stabilizers, but since you're watching this tripod course, I want you to understand that the medium range, the stabilizer of choice is the DJI, and it comes with the base like this, and it's a stabilizer that when you turn it on, it'll hold itself. On this stabilizer and tripod, you're allowed to now put it on there, hit yourself record. It comes with a little phone mount, just mounts on like that, and then you just lock and load. You should be good to go, okay? It will then has tracking ability, so if you wanted to move around, you can do that. You can actually move around side to side and it will kind of follow you, so this is perfect setup. This is what I use a lot. When I'm using this one device, it replaces a lot of the tripods. Sometimes we have to separate, me and my wife. While I'm doing a virtual tour of getting a recording of that, she is using the small tripod. Don't feel like you have to get both, but if you want to get one that you'll use quite a bit, that would be this DJI one. It will be anything from like a DJI 6. I would strongly suggest getting it through Best Buy or Amazon, or wherever you feel best that you can return it, because these things are plastic. They're not the most expensive heavy duty tripods out there. These things are not built to last. They're built for a year or two, maybe tops, if you're using it often, and then they'll break. But other than that, these are what I like to use because it does have stability. It gives you the mobility that you would like to use. When you pick it up, you're easily able to go to the next room. Let's go into high-end tripods. These higher end tripods are the gold standard professional photography and videography type of tripods. Now this is a medium end. This one will range you from anywhere from $60 to $100 on this one. And the reason why I like this one is it opens up and closes, and it has a little twist thing right here, so that way you can twist, bring it up, bring it down. At the same time, you have a carrying handle right here. So if you wanted to carry it, you could. Easy to carry. When you go into a higher end, they have motion dynamic. So these little feet have little grippers on the bottom, so that way you do not slip and slide through like construction. But the durability of these are heavier, so they're higher end plastic. These higher end plastic ones have 1, 2 adjustables. So when you undo all of them, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. It does have a leveler right here. I don't know if you can see this. I'll show you up close. You see the bubble leveler? Okay. So that bubble leveler helps you at least know how to get it on level ground, so that way your shot is level. This right here is my favorite. This little device turns left and right. So if you notice, if I turned all the way righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, this does not pan or tilt. There's just no movement in it. But if I loosen it, straight to the left, loosen it, now I have to where I can go up, down, left, right. So if I wanted to, mind you, it is all plastic, but it has lasted me quite a bit. They go on the back of heavier duty cameras. So if you want to put a phone mount on there, you can. But if you want to put a heavier duty camera on there, you can do that as well. Let's get this bad boy in here. So as you know, we have our camera on here. We can loosen it and tighten it. And now we can catch those smooth rotations if I'm showing the house. All right. This is how I can go up and down and get that smooth. It's gonna have like shaking because this is not perfectly smooth. No tripod is gonna be 100% perfectly smooth. Now, if you're wanting the smoothest stability, you're gonna wanna go with the stabilizer, which we cover in the stabilizer course. This right here There's a rotation knob on mine, which allows me to also go rotate it and go up. So if I wanted to, I can rotate it and I can get even higher. So I'm about 5'9", and this probably goes, and you can just tighten it down at the bottom. You want to leave it there. And we're set to set. If I wanted to, I could just set up, boom, and then all of a sudden, hey, guess what? Now I'm doing my video recordings. Hey guys, letting you know how I'm doing. So this is a medium range, budget friendly one that I thoroughly enjoy. We use this one quite a bit in the content room at our office. We usually leave this one here and we take our higher end one with us because our higher end one is just a lot more sturdy and it's made of better quality materials. One of the things also I like about this one is when you undo it, there's a tilt button here too. So not all tripods, like I said, the first tripod I show you, they don't have a lot of range and motion. So you can actually now do different types of shots to where you're moving the camera and you're tilting and moving. Does that make sense? There's a lot of versatility in this tripod. I like this one. Now it's time to move into the higher quality materials such as carbon fiber or aluminum. This durability that ensures you that you can withstand the rigorous types of everyday use that you're gonna put it through because you're gonna be on the go a lot. So you wanna find something with gripper feet if you're using a tripod. And then two, if you have one for dirt. If you're looking for a tripod for long-term investments like I do, I make sure to buy one that is very universal. And I'll show you my professional one here in a minute. You can go and purchase the one that I have at the end of the video. I'll have a little either a PDF or ones that you can purchase the links in the PDF. Let's talk about high-end tripods. As far as high-ends go, this is around $200, $250 to be exact. It's how much I paid. It does get me stuck at airports when I try to take it off to airports. And the reason why is because it looks, when it comes apart, I'll show you. When it comes apart, as far as traveling to another state, you will get your bag searched because this little bubby looks like a gun when it doesn't have all the attachments on it, like this, as you can tell. On this Vanguard, this is a Vanguard GH100. It does have a bubble leveler in the middle. And this is aluminum and this is carbon fiber as some of the bases. It has a grip right here to allow you to squeeze pressure and then rotate the camera up, down, pan, tilt. And then it also has a loosen and then a tighten. So this allows you to do the same thing and you don't have to add as much pressure, but this is just like a manual version. But if you undo that, you have it, you don't have to push the button down. Now, this tripod just slips in. As soon as you put it in, it has a locking mechanism that locks in place like this. And as soon as this button is clicked, it will snap into place, okay? So give you a live demonstration is, here's, let's say you're putting in your camera. I have it set up for an iPhone right now, not the big camera so you can see. And watch this, you just place it in, and it locks in place. It doesn't get much simpler than that. This ball joint has been quite heavy duty for me because I can now go, if this is where the tripod sits, I can now turn my phone completely sideways. I can go up, down. I have such a dynamic range of motion. I can shoot all the way at the floor and then come all the way up and then go to the side. This right here is my favorite. Let's go into the base. The base also has the rivets, so that way you can just attach the top. So that makes it to where you can break it down a little bit further. Attach the top. The base of these, all right, they're rubber bottoms. Now, and it does have somewhat grips. They're not as textured as I like, but when you're outdoors, they have this little spike right here on all three of these that like dig into the floor. And so this is why I like this a lot, because you don't have a lot of, once you're in the grass or dirt, it's not going anywhere. It won't fall over either. Another thing that I like about this one, and like more affordable one, the $40 one has it too, but one that you would really like is at the bottom of the middle. So when you move the feet out, right here is a weighted bag. I don't know if you can see that hook, right? So you can put a weight here. So what I normally do is carry a couple sandbags with me. I have them on a little hook. So now, boom, it's now weighted in the middle, so that way it's not gonna topple over very easily. Normally I have the weighted bags just kind of like tied with a rope down at the bottom, so it's on the floor. So this puppy in the wind is not moving. So I've had a lot of cameras break because when I was just learning how to do videography and photography, it would just get really windy. You don't think wind can move over a big camera like that or your phone? It will. The wind is very strong. I strongly suggest that you carry either some weighted sandbags or something very heavy that you can attach to the base. These also have the 3 levels, but it's so much smoother. Do you see how fast that is to set up? So normally I just kind of undo them all and then I slap them out like that, and then I just lock them into place. Okay? Once you have it, you have a secondary bubbler off to the side. So there's 2 bubbles in here, bubble levelers. One to make sure the camera's level. The second one's to make sure your base is level. Here comes the magic of this Vanguard. This Vanguard has a level switch right here, which allows you to turn the base. So you can turn just the base without moving the camera if you wanted to. So when I'm doing a shoot, and I can raise it higher too, but when I'm doing a shoot and I want the least amount and I don't have a stabilizer and I need a tripod and I'm holding it for a long time, maybe because I'm doing a documentary with some client that closed with us. If I'm shooting a documentary with someone who is giving me a testimonial review, I set up the tripod and I can rotate back and forth with next to no shake with this level done. So we do a lot of podcasts and a lot of actually testimonials of our clients. So, hey, how did you like the SEAL group? And how did you like working with us at the real estate agent? This right here allows you to rotate and move without any shake. This right here is key. Okay, it goes up and down. That's not even the best part. There's a little button at the bottom of this Vanguard. It's a little bubble switch. When you pull it, you can pull it all the way out, just like that. Notice how it says stop right here. When you go put it back in, stop it right where it says stop. This is what a lot of the other tripods don't do. So when I want to get the kitchen sink or the countertops, the backsplash, I now have this open. I can now move it to the side. And now I have a straight up, nice way of catching that long range motion. So I can get the backsplash all the way out. And how do I get the backsplash? These feet on this Vanguard, you don't have to keep them all the same length. There's a switch here that allows you to move it all the way up. So now I can have it on the table, just like that. Boom. If I'm really close to you now, see? I can actually move it here. If you were the backsplash, I can get really close. Ready? Check this out. We're gonna get really close. Swing by. That's where the camera shot would be. And keep it moving. If you want, we can rotate all the way around. Focus back in. And there you have it. To show you how this works in a more better environment, this is what it looks like. Okay, so now you're kind of looking in our kitchen. This is our office kitchen. And so basically with this tripod, it has that lever like I told you about. You're able to swing it all the way flat and out where you can actually bring it on top of the island, okay? You can have one foot on here, which now when we undo the latch, it'll come here. And now I can now position this. Let's just rotate it up. And if I have my camera right here, I now can swing and catch that backsplash, okay? Bring this up a little bit higher. So I can get close and come out. Get close and come out. So now, if I wanted to shoot our coffee pot for some reason, I can get our coffee pot and get closer and come on out. I'm gonna show you what that looks like right now. Here's what that shot looks like. Zoom out. Now with that type of camera, you do get a lot more range. You can put both feet up on top of the counter space. All 3 feet can bend and tilt, so it doesn't matter which one you use. You can do the swinging out so that way you can still swing your arm around. It moves, has versatility, is what I'm telling you. This is probably the best tripod I've ever owned or ever used. So sometimes I just need to get the kitchen small and I need to be able to record myself. And so I'm like, hey guys, and this is how I should use my tripod. Hey guys, I wanted to show you this amazing kitchen. Right now, we're sitting here at listing blah, 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 and that's how you set up, okay? If you don't have the room, that tripod allows you to have a little bit more leverage and room when you're setting up. Okay, let's move on again. When you're standing at the crossroads of tripods, selecting the very best one, there's several factors I want you to come into play. I want you to assess your typical filming conditions, rainy, outside, outdoors, different types of properties you're handling. Are you often battling the elements, or do you specialize in indoor spaces? Understanding your daily challenges and shooting needs is the first step in finding the tripod that will best serve your best needs. Consider the weight and the height factors that play into it if you can't carry a lot. The weight and height factor as a tripod is crucial because you will be carrying it around. You'll practically ensuring that this tripod goes with you when you go to every listing or showing that you go to. Make sure that it has adjustable features. Make sure that you're allowing them to be able to move in different angles and it fits your best type of shooting style instead of having to find books to maybe adjust this cheaper one where you have to level with books. It's just not as easy as other ones. Now, do invest into a tripod that best works for you. Make sure it has fluid head movement. It's smooth to move. I will have my recommendations in the PDF down below. Make sure it has a good balance between the essentials and make sure it's affordable, make sure it is versatile. In the end, it is a tripod of choice. The decision and investment is up to you. I want you to consider the dollar is going to be stretched out the most with the tripod because you'll be able to use it a lot when shooting or recording. While low-end tripods offer a gateway to just get into shooting and content, higher-end tripods allow you that more versatile and it gives you a little bit more flair. It feels good. It actually is durable. I've had that Vanguard for over 10 years. So there's probably newer, better models out by now. So in the form of real estate marketing, a tripod is true treasure. It is an ally and it is literally your second hands to your business because it is literally my cameraman for a majority of all the things that we shoot here. I use this in the stabilizers. If you can find a stabilizer that has a tripod base attached to it, then you begin to win the best of both worlds. The choice is yours when it comes to tripod tailored to you. You're gonna have to figure out which one works best for you. To conclude, make sure to buy one and make sure to use it because if you buy them and they just sit in your bag or your office, it's not getting much use there. So make sure you actually use it. If you have a higher end camera, make sure you get one that is sturdier and actually made out of aluminum and steel. If you're just using your iPhone, you can get away with the cheaper, smaller version or budget friendly version. Like I said, I do have a list and a link in PDF. Make sure to just visit that, click on it, see if it's something you like. I'll see you on the next video and you have a wonderful and nice day. Bye.